Innovations, and much more to what is innovating and going about innovating the marketeers and the market role in current times. So let's get straight into the innovating the marketeers role in current times right now. Joining us now is Senior Vice President and Head of Marketing APAC for Visa is Danielle Jean with us right now.
Hi, my name is Danielle Jean. I'm the head of marketing for Visa Asia Pacific region. I'm delighted and honored to speak at the Economic Times CMO Tech Strategy Virtual Summit 2022. Before I talk about our topic on reinventing the CMO role for today's world, I'd love to talk about my own journey as a marketing professional. I started my marketing career in 1996 as a trainee with Unilever in China. It was in the initial years that multinational consumer product companies started to invest heavily in the Chinese markets. As a matter of fact, my first manager was an Indian gentleman named Rajiv Bhatt. Rajiv played a critical role in my formative years, helping me applying Philip Kotler's 4 Ps into real product development and the launch campaigns. Under his guidance, I learned the ropes of our trade, including calculate gross margins in our business, shooting my first TV commercial, and many other firsts. I then spent the next decades in the US, where channel marketing, shopper marketing, and key account management were in rapid development as companies and their marketers desired for marketing to be more directly involved in driving P&L performances, creating impact at the moment of truth of consumer purchasing. When I went back to China in 2010 and started to work for PepsiCo, I realized that China has completely changed from when I left more than a decade ago. The market was full of innovations and new ideas. Celebrity endorsements, significant production budgets, and the fascination around the content marketing were more mainstream than ever before. This was soon followed by digital social marketing. With its own unique internet ecosystem, China has set new standards on how to enhance consumer interest into trial, repeat, and loyalty, all through the power of data marketing. I am, as some may say, a classical marketer who has, over the last 20 plus years, experienced and developed my skill set across most of what Philip Kotler wrote about in his marketing management book back in the 90s. Now, as the head of marketing for a large payment technology company in Asia Pacific, is that experience, knowledge, skill set enough to lead the team into the future and help the business to service today's consumers and the business customers? To answer that question, let's take a look at how the world has evolved. First, I want to talk about information. We're now living in a digitally connected world with 4.5 billion people having internet access. There are more people owning an internet connection than a TV. The pandemic has accelerated digital living over the past 2 years in particular. Consumers in most parts of the world are increasingly experiencing the ubiquity of information access thanks to internet. The essence of advertising has always been a means to inform and influence audiences about products or services. Now, in a digitally connected world, consumers have the ability to research, experience, and exchange point of views to reach an informed opinions in seconds. How do we make advertising useful to them again? Second, I want to talk about content. With the younger generation digital natives, many are social media influencers. They consume content, they produce content. Content consumption has fragmented, accelerated, and expanded in recent times. Attention span on content has continued to shorten from an average length of 12 minutes on YouTube to 60 seconds on Insta Reels. How are we able to continue to do powerful storytelling when some of the digital media inventories become a mere 6 seconds? Now, let's talk about purpose. Consumer expectations on what the company and the brand stand for are changing too. Purpose now matters more than ever before. 94% of global consumers say it is important that the company they engage with should serve a strong purpose. 90% of millennials are willing to switch brands for one which champions a cause. What's more, most of these will reconsider the affiliation if they are disappointed with a brand's words or actions. Consumers expect brands and companies to show they care. That said, purpose-led marketing is easier said than done. With the complex geopolitical situation across the world and all the cultural nuances of individual markets, marketers need to pick their causes carefully and do it properly. They also need to be culturally savvy and sensitive when they implement purpose-led campaigns in different markets. We at Visa have recently launched a campaign that speaks of our purpose as a network working for everyone. While implementing it in different countries, it was and it always will be important for us to take into account local nuances as well. Number 4, technology. In the era of digital commerce, brands and companies need to step up in omni-channel development, delivery, fulfillment, and digital engagement. Investing in digital technology, developing more technology and capabilities become increasingly important. With the rapid change of digital innovation and new concepts from crypto to metaverse, staying relevant has never been more challenging for marketers. As a company that has been around for more than 60 years, we too are constantly reinventing in order to stay relevant in an ever-changing and now VUCA world. Now, let's talk about what's most important, talent. Much has been talked about how millennials and Gen Zs are thinking differently versus previous generations on what job and careers mean to them, and what needs to be done for companies to evolve their work culture to attract the best talent. I would also argue, for marketing professionals, we need to rethink the classic profile of what a qualified marketer is. Look back at my own background. Those were the times when talent was being trained in a classical and a structured way. Now, we need talent who can contribute with other skills to round up our approaches and help us touch the masses with our values and purposes in our executions. We need content creators, data scientists, we need designers, we need people who understand gaming, crypto, metaverse to help us to translate hype into reality and drive immediate demand. More so, it is important to ensure that the curiosity and innovation of Gen Z and millennials within and outside of the organization is catered to by marketers as they look for fulfillment more than job security and stability. How do we reinvent the CMO role for today's world? I talked about the increase of information ubiquity, fragmented content consumption, and how it fundamentally changes the way we do storytelling. I talked about how consumers are seeking to understand a brand's purpose to form an emotional bond and a strong association. They are looking for that seamless experience that requires marketers to become technologically savvy and invest for the future. We need to attract a broad range of talent, leading to cross-pollinations of ideas and experiences, which in turn will give us the knowledge and expertise to extend our reach and best service our respective consumers while firmly holding our values and purposes, and ensure our brands stay relevant, and better yet, become digital frontrunners. These, in my mind, are the tasks for CMOs in today's world. I will leave you with a campaign we call Meet Visa. This is the first step of a multi-year journey we have undertaken to evolve the Visa brand and expand perception of Visa from a trusted credit card company to the trusted engine of commerce, uplifting everyone, everywhere. We believe our purpose is to provide access to the global economy so everyone could participate and thrive. And this is our first step to tell that story. Thank you. Hi, my name is
Thank you, Daniela, for that very interesting topic, innovating the marketer's role in current times. I'm sure you enjoyed it. A quick thank you again to her. And if you haven't visited our partners booth, you shall do that right now, because there is a lot of interesting things happening there. And of course, if you have any questions, any queries, I'm sure you get all your answers. But for now, let's move on to the next. Hyper personalization equals brand loyalty. Absolutely. Think about it as we get back to you on that very soon.